Hello everyone, this is Khalil and I'm on a mission to help 100,000 people make a living online. Right, so in this video I'm going to be sharing 12 freelance writing niches that are hot right now in 2020. And these niches, if you work yourself into them, there is a very good chance that you can be paid $100 per written piece. Right, so before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up so that I know you want me to make more content of this type and keep doing this regularly. Right, so let's get started. First of all, what is a freelance writing niche or a freelance writing niche? It's basically your expertise. It is basically the industry that you write in or the type of content that you write. Why do you need a freelance writing niche? It's basically so that you can come off as a professional and an experienced authority in the industry. And that is how you can make good money as a freelance writer. Right, so without further ado, let's start the list right now. Freelance writing niche number 1. Pets. The pet industry is huge right now, and if you check out the stats, somewhere around every second American has a pet at home. And so if there's an industry that big, there is generally always going to be a demand for content and more content in the years. And more so, I even believe that you can specialize for a very particular pet as well. Like you can specialize for dogs, for cats, for horses. The chances over here and the opportunity is huge if you cash in right now. And now niche number 2, and that is tech. If you're someone who knows a lot about mobile phones, tablets, laptops, who knows about operating systems like Android, iOS, this is the niche that you really need to be in. And if you're not in this, honestly, you're making a big mistake. If I was very techie, I would definitely be in this niche because it's one of the most high-paying niches out there. And it's a lot easier to get work as well because the internet right now is filled with blogs, with websites, with companies who want and need tech writers. So this is your chance to shine, and if you know about tech, this is where you need to be. If you are new, do check out my video on how to apply to freelance writing jobs with no experience. I leave the link in the description below. It's going to be really helpful for you to make it into any niche, even if you have no experience. Niche number 3, eBooks. And this is something that I was doing in the start of my career. I was basically ghostwriting eBooks. Ghostwriting means that I was writing under someone else's name. So I was under a contract with an author. He wrote Amazon eBooks, and then he would send me ideas about eBooks and the index of what he wants me to write, and then I would flesh it out into a whole ebook. There are pros and cons to this niche, and obviously the pros are long-term work. You don't have to find work again and again. If you get one manuscript, you're probably looking at the next 2, 3, 4, 6 weeks even, you have work to do. And then if you keep working with the same person, it's probably going to grow a lot. So there's a lot of potential. Secondly, there's a lot of money to be made as well. You can't just say that you will be paid the same amount as you would for an article. eBooks probably make you like 10 times, 4, 5, 6, 10 times more than that, because it's a recurring thing for the author. It's going to make him money continuously. So in that case, eBooks are great. But in my scenario, because I was ghostwriting, it had a very major con due to which I left. And that was that I was writing under someone else's name. And when you're working so much, writing for someone else under someone else's name, it really hurts you in the end to see the final product there published, but it's actually your work, but you don't get any credit out of that. And in the long run, ghostwriting can hurt you. And that is why I say that writers need to have samples published with their name. So now, freelance writing niche number 4, case studies. Now, what are case studies? These are basically experiments which are being conducted by maybe an individual, a company, and then once they conduct a particular experiment, they have to write the results of what they saw by doing that. If you still don't get it, imagine there is a marketing blog, and the marketing blog has a case study about how they changed their blog's background color, and after changing 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, what was the response that they saw from their readers? Did they stay more on the blog, or they left faster from the blog? Did they click through more? Did they read more articles? All of that, they can conduct a whole case study about that and then publish it. For that, they need really good writers, and these writers are paid a lot. Case studies are one of the highest paid types of writing. Niche number 5, and that is web hosting. If you know a bit about WordPress, about web hosting, etc., this is a very lucrative chance for you, a very lucrative niche, because there are a lot of blogs out there that are cashing in on web hosting affiliate programs. Now what does that mean? That means that they refer their readers to web hosting services, and if they refer readers, they get a commission out of that. And those are really big commissions, and so because they're making a lot of money, you can make a lot of money by writing for them. Niche number 6, and that is motherhood. For all the mommies out there, I really know how at times it can be hard to have a family, have their kids, and to work alongside that. And it's even harder for you at times to research more on technical stuff, because your mind is just crazy with the kids, with everyone in the house, with stuff to do. Specifically if you're a stay-at-home mom, specifically in the region of India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Kenya, all of these regions, then motherhood is a very useful niche for you, because you really don't need to learn anything. All of that, if you are a mother, you are qualified to talk about motherhood. You are qualified to talk about pregnancy, about post-pregnancy stuff, about having kids, about parenting, etc. You are qualified, and that makes you a great writer in the motherhood niche, in the mom niche. Niche number 7, and that is medical. Medical is huge, and for all those certified professionals in the medical field, this is going to be really important. What I'm going to say is very important. Google right now is making a change in its algorithm, and the change basically is that they want certified professionals to write in the medical field. They aren't trusting any random writer out there, because they want only qualified people to give medical advice. And so if you are qualified, this is great for you. Even your degree will itself help you get freelance writing jobs as a medical professional. Niche number 8, cybersecurity. This is really the next big thing. Right now there's a huge debate about viruses, about antivirus, etc., and specifically about your online security as well, your identity as well, about how the government is spying on you, about a lot of other stuff, apps, how they're spying on you, how they're using your information for advertisement, etc. This is huge. You can really go into VPN, proxy, etc. There are lots of websites over there that are recommending VPN and proxy services, and you can write for them. Niche number 9, email sequence. What is an email sequence? It's basically as the name suggests, a sequence of emails that a email subscriber is sent. So once they subscribe to your client's mailing list, they are sent like 8 to 10 emails after like 1, 2, 3, 4 days. And that sequence builds them up to a purchase. It helps your client make more sales. And you can bet that if you're helping your client make more money by generating more sales, you are going to be paid a lot as well. Number 10, video scripts. Video is the next big thing in marketing. A lot of companies are now shifting to video. Even you will see social media with Facebook changing their algorithm so that more videos are now showing up and lesser pictures are now on your wall. And so video scripts are really important, specifically on the YouTube side. A lot of people and a lot of companies now want you to write video scripts for them that they will speak and create a video out of. and then they want that same video script to be converted into blog posts for their online blog. So they're getting two services out of the same person usually. So this can help you really maximize how much you make if you're able to get into video transcripts. Niche 11, SaaS. SaaS refers to software as a service. Software as a service basically refers to companies that are offering a subscription-based model for their users and providing them a software that helps them with a particular problem. If you are a freelance writer, then you might know about a very, very popular software, Grammarly. It basically, as you write, it suggests you changes in your text based on your grammatical errors. So if you're making a mistake, it would highlight that and suggest you what you should have written. And so it really helps you through the editing phase and all. Such softwares, even you have invoice softwares, you have online payment systems, you have other stuff like email kits. All of these softwares, they have a huge marketing budget. Because they are digital, they want to be seen digitally, and to be seen digitally they need more content, and you can help them make more of it. Niche number 12, and that is law. If you are a law student or you're a lawyer yourself, this can be a very useful niche, because nobody who is not a lawyer can write about this stuff. There are a lot of technical documents out there that you can help write for your clients. There are even online law services as well that you can write for. And so because it's very technical stuff, you will be paid a lot of money. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure that if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified when I upload new content. Till next time, this is Khalil signing off.